Hey guys, I just found out something. It's something I sort of already knew for a while, but just, I guess, rediscovered today. Like, basically just now, that there's spirits associated with things. Things that you watch, things that you do, things that you expose yourself to, food that you eat. All of these types of things exposes you to all sorts of things in the spirit. And what really highlighted this to me was the fact that I was just watching YouTube. And YouTube's an interesting place, but it can have a variety of the good and the bad. And there's stuff out there that isn't necessarily directly bad, but might have a bad spirit associated. So I like playing D&D. It's a very fun exercise to do, exercising acting, exercising, creativity and stuff like that. But I was watching D&D content and suddenly got a massive urge to, PMO. And then I look into the recommendation list, see worship song. I click that, and instantly that urge vanishes. It goes away, like, instantly. And it was in that moment that I realized again that, it's not necessarily always me that has these, it's not always generated from me, not even necessarily directly from my flesh. Oftentimes, these things are straight up placed inside of us based off of, what we expose ourselves to, or what we are exposed to. I'm speaking in vague terms. Imagine this. You have two options of food in front of you. You have junk food and you have some healthy food. Let's say you eat the junk food. Now, that's not necessarily going to ruin your life. However, it will affect your mood, and it will make you make decisions that change the course of your day and might lead to some sort of a downward spiral and into more choices that you might regret. Whereas if you eat the healthy food, then it's going to, potentially have an upward spiral. And so our soul and our spirit have food as well. We can choose what we watch and what we expose ourselves to, what we read, and that will have an effect as we feed our souls this information that will affect us, who knows how much. It will affect our thought lives. It will affect, at the very least, us in the short term. And if repeated, then very much in the medium to long term. Our spirits have food as well. The bread of life. The Word of God. Our spirits have water, the living water that we can drink from. Or we can feed other plants and entertain other spirits. And feed things that aren't going to benefit us in the long term. Our choices matter. They matter a lot. And it's a constant war zone up there in your mind. A battle between, thinking about the fleshly things or thinking about the spiritual things. And that's not always you. You choose who you identify yourself with. Do you identify yourself with the person God created you to be? Or do you identify yourself with the choices that you made in the last 5 minutes? The choice is yours.